Hello everybody, welcome to Cheri Voyage. Who's ready to play with some new makeup today? Let's just dive right in. About twice a year, I have to restock my kit as well as some personal things for myself. So I went on a bit of a shopping spree, got some new Chanel, some new Dior, and a couple other little things sprinkled in. So I thought today we would try some of them on together. Some are tried and true, some are new. Either way, let's have some fun with makeup. So here's one that I repurchase often, and that is the La Solution 10-Day Chanel Moisturizer. Now there are only 10 ingredients, as you can see right here, and that's the reason that I love it, not just for myself, but for my kit for clients. I need products that aren't going to have a bunch of ingredients that could possibly irritate the skin, and this is a great option. There are several others that I use, and I can do, if you guys would like, a video showing you guys all the different skincare that I use in my kit and on myself that is for sensitive skin, for dry skin, etc. Just let me know. Let's go ahead and apply this cream. It's really light. There is 0 scent. It's just a really nice basic moisturizer. So it does a really good job hydrating and creating a good makeup base. And I don't know what's in here that makes my skin look so good. After about 30 minutes, my skin just looks brighter and more even. I noticed that my pores look a little tighter. So whatever they put in here, it works and it feels great. So our first makeup product is the Balm Essential Stick. Now you guys know if you watch my channel that these are a must for me and definitely for my kits. I go between these and the Westman Atelier lit up stick and a few others that she has. There's one that's also called Nectar, and there's a deep one that's kind of a bronzy color. But basically they are moisturizing balm sticks that are multi-use. You can use them anywhere on the face. The eyes to give some gloss, the lips to hydrate. You can use them as a base first. You can put them on top of makeup as your highlighter. So you can just get so much use out of these, and they really catch light beautifully. This one is clear, but it's got light shimmers in it, which I'll put on the back of my hand so that you can see what I'm talking about. And then I will apply it to my face. So this is a truly pearlescent balm. I call it the bridal balm because it just makes the skin look so very ethereal and goddess-like. But don't we all want to look like that every day? So I call it the everyday bridal balm stick. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply it all over the face in a couple stripes. Now for those of you with oily skin, I would just place it in the high points of the face so that it doesn't feel too thick. And I like to pat it in. Less is definitely more. You can feel this product. It doesn't melt into the skin. So for those of you that don't like to feel anything on your face, definitely less is more, or use it strategically around the face, just maybe on the high points. Okay, hopefully you could see I'm bending the light here, which means that anywhere that there is a bone that sits at the surface or protrudes forward or has a curve, the light should really be bouncing around those areas. And it should be subtle. That's one thing I will say about Chanel is that it is subtle glamour. It is refined textures and finishes. So it's not over the top. It's definitely a less is more approach, which is very French. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the lips. Put a little bit on the brow bone. All right, let's go ahead now and get into the foundation. Vitalumiere, light to medium liquid foundation, smooths out the skin, helps with uneven looking texture, rolls across the face with a rich hydrating finish. It has a soft focus effect with light reflecting pearlescent pigments. It is that good. I've been using this for over 20 years. And I cannot believe they're discontinuing it. It is the best foundation. But there is one minor flaw, and that is I can't wear it every day because it is just so rich that I will break out. And I am combination dry. So when that happens, I lean to the Chanel #1 foundation, which is like the baby sister to this to me, meaning that it isn't as rich. I can wear it every day. Now that said, if you're truly dry, you're gonna love this. If you're looking for a special occasion makeup, you're gonna love this. Now I know what you're thinking, well, how am I gonna love it if I can't buy it? Chanel, usually when they are starting to discontinue a product, they will have one last little launch that goes through the department stores. So I went on a hunt and got several bottles of this to stock up for myself and my kit. Now also I have to state, sometimes Chanel pulls things away just to bring them back later for us so that we get a frenzy and want to buy it all up just in case it gets discontinued again. So here's the texture. I'm telling you, it's the closest thing to liquid gold. Now this is the number 20 Claire. It's a bit too gold on me, but once I blend it in, it just gives a nice soft warm glow. And I like to use a sponge when I'm applying this because I want it to really melt into the skin and work itself in. But you can definitely use a light feathery kind of brush to gloss the skin, meaning that it won't sit into the skin, it'll kind of sit on the surface. That's a really great look for editorial work when there's a specific dewy kind of finish that you're trying to create either as a makeup artist or somebody who just wants that extra glow. Look at that. It's like I have no foundation on, but it evened everything out. I'm using this like it's the last candy bar on earth. And for those of you that know, you know, I am a chocolate lover. So this is like my last bar of chocolate. I'm using it sparingly. So I find it to be a beautiful foundation for special occasions or for those of you with truly dry skin. This next product I love, but I kind of regret getting the travel size because it's 0.52 ounces for $40 and the larger 1 full ounce is $50. Although convenient, I wish I would have gotten the bigger one. Also, why not make this $30? A $10 difference doesn't really make me feel that great. That said, the formula itself is one I've been using for years. Makeup artists absolutely love it. It's always on some cult classic best of makeup list because it's just that good. And no one's been able to get close to the formula and the finish on this. And trust me, I have tried because it's not a cheap product, but I will say it does last a really long time. So I got the color in the tan medium. I like to use a small domed brush where I can build out the shapes around the face, whether for myself or clients. So for instance, out here on the outer edge, around the temples, forehead, especially if you have a longer forehead such as myself. I have quite the forehead, so I'm going to go ahead and start at the hairline and bring it down to the middle to kind of shorten the length and jawline, under the nose, a little on the side of the nose. If you have a longer nose, such as myself, you want to bring it up just a little higher so that it cuts the distance. If you want a sun-kissed look, you'll go a little down the bridge of the nose. I like to place a little on the brow ridge, shape the eye a bit, soft and natural. It's kind of like a light sketch before I go in with any color. I flick up to do a light lift here around the edge of the face. Don't forget those ears. So here's one shape. Here's another shape. Here's yet another shape. And here's yet another shape. And go all the way back to the ear and onto the chin, jawbone area, and down the neck. So your brush should just be moving around like a true artist. Hold your brush at the edge as well. That will keep you from applying too much product. When we go close to the brush head, we start to get a little too heavy and then it becomes muddy and flat. So loose, build up slowly. This next product by Chanel, I kind of gave up on because I don't know if the formula changed, but I used to love it. But I wanted to try it again and see if perhaps they changed the formula back or maybe I just got a faulty mascara. So this is the Inimitable Mascara and it's for volume, length, curl, and separation. I got the color black. I did already curl my lashes just lightly. I didn't go crazy because I wanted to see if it kind of helped lift the curl a bit, but it's supposed to not flake or dry out and all that good stuff. So I'm going to try this again today because I really love this mascara and used it for years. And I'm hoping it works, but let's take a look at the brush. So as you can see, the brush has these little spikes to them. So it really does a great job of lengthening the lashes. So when I apply it, I kind of move through lightly and work in the direction that the lash grows to give me a fanned lash look. And then I'll go in and add more. I like to build up so that it doesn't get clumpy. Let's go ahead and do the other side. And I'm going to do 2 coats on this side and just the 1 coat on the other. There's 1 coat. I'm going to go in now with the 2nd coat. You see what I mean? Look at those lashes. And it has so much to do with the brush. The brush is so damn good. I just hope that it's not going to fall and droop. And we'll see by the end of this video if the lashes still are lifted and lengthened like this. This does not frickin' move, you guys. And there are 2 sides. You have a gloss side, which was very smart of them, because most of the time when we put on these stay-on lipsticks, you feel like not only do your lips feel incredibly dry, but it feels uncomfortable. And by the end of the day, you feel dry and your lips look dehydrated and old and they're terrible. So it was really a smart idea to put this gloss on the other side to add hydration and create a lacquered look. This is wonderful for those of you who have age concern around your lips, feathering, bleeding, transferring. You feel like you're always eating your lipstick off. This is for you. Also, for those of you who have a long day at work that don't want to retouch up, this is also for you. And for those of you who are on set as makeup artists and don't want to touch up a model's lipstick, this is for you. Also great for date night. As you saw, you had to let it sit for a bit, and you'll tell when it's starting to dry because the transition stage makes it feel kind of like it's glue. It just wants to hold on, and that's why I put my lips together to show you guys it kind of peels off, and then all of a sudden it'll just start to get drier and drier, and that's when you could put the clear gloss on top to create the lacquered look. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, and then I'm gonna do a kiss test to show you guys how well this product stays on. I'm going to show you 3 nail polishes that I got from Chanel, and then we're going to go into a different section. The Chanel nail polishes are absolutely one of my favorite for their well-curated color stories, their longevity, and their finish. They're very glossy. You almost don't even need a top coat. But I like a top coat because I want it to be extra lacquered. So I went and tried one of their top coats on that I hadn't seen before. And the lovely Chanel representative accidentally gave me the wrong one, which I have used before and I cannot stand. I do not recommend this next product. And that is the Le Gel top coat. It is thick and goopy. It doesn't dry very nicely. It takes a long time. It just doesn't know what to be. The consistency is off somehow to me. I wouldn't recommend it. That said, the Chanel nail polishes I absolutely love. I think they're beautiful. And like I stated, the color curation, how they put together their colors is so very couture. Every color has a story and it matches the tweed suits or the bags or the shoes. And I just love the very well thought out execution, the artistry and the attention to detail. And it is no surprise that it is in line also with the nail polishes. So let's try on the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow. Now, the word glitter, eyeshadow, 40 and up, texture on the lids, They don't seem to go together, but they do if you get a well-formulated product. I was in Sephora for about an hour plus trying on every single glitter. I looked like a glitter bomb before I left, trying to find the perfectly formulated glitter cream shadow. Now here's the thing. If you're young and have taut lids, everything's gonna look good on you. For me, it's about finding textures that are going to look good on those that have age concerns they want to address. I'm going to state this again. I love aged skin. I am pro-aging. It's just we want it to look the best possible. We don't want it to look cakey and dry and heavy and thick. So young, old, and everything in between, we want the textures to look beautiful laying across the skin. Grab light, blend in, have a nice hydrated finish. So that said, when I found the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow, I was very impressed by the texture of it. Now I want to note, I haven't tried it on my lids yet, but it certainly looked good on the back of my hand. And how I try glitters on is through here. Anywhere there's a lot of creasing and fine lines or deeper set lines, that's where I try on foundations, powders, and all the rest. Because if it's gonna look good in an area that is constantly folding and has deeper creases and fine lines and is usually a bit dehydrated, then most certainly it'll look great on the face when the skin is prepped, so on and so forth. We're just going to tap it on our lids with the finger. So I'm gonna use my ring finger here and put this beauty on. Now this is the color Ray. It is just so pretty. And I did pick a color that I knew would look good on light, medium to deep skin tones. This is bronze with a little gold for medium to deep skin tones, but it also has a little bit of that yellow and the peach for lighter skin tones. Look at that, gorgeous little micro shimmers in there. Less is definitely more. And look at how pretty that is. Now, if you have a glitter aversion, but you still want to play a little bit, just take a brush, and I'll show you the other side, and just put it against the lash line, or just pop a little bit on the center of the lid, which we'll get into that in 2 seconds here. Just adding a little bit more because I like to shine, and glitter is my friend. Okay, so whatever's left over here, I'm just going to lightly place just in the center of the lid, just to create a flick of light or a little twinkle. If you want to go a little more subtle, you could take a flat brush, grab a little bit of the product, and just work on the lash line. You can add a little bit if you want, right in the center. Just whatever's left over on that brow bone. All right, extra glitter or just a little bit, up to you, but this is a great product for those of you that like to shine. Let's go ahead and get into the Westman Atelier Black Liner. I've been playing with this eyeliner for a while, and honestly, I cannot remember if we've already went over this product, but the good thing is I've been wearing it for a while. So here it is. Loved it initially because it's set in between the Chanel Stilo eyeliners. And those don't move. They're a bit dry, but they don't move. Incredible. For those of you that don't want any transfer, head to the Chanel. But I also really love the Victoria Beckham Cajole eyeliners because they're super creamy and I can use them as an eyeshadow base. I can use them to line or shape out the eyes, but they do transfer because they're so creamy. Now, once they set, but there is a little bit of transfer. So I take a little powder or eyeshadow and place it on top to set those. The Westman Atelier Kohl eyeliner felt like the perfect middle between the Chanel and the Victoria Beckham, but not so much. Let me explain. I've been wearing this for a couple weeks, and what I notice is it's great on top tight lined. It stays better than the Cajole Victoria Beckham liners as far as not transferring and not having as much movement. But underneath the eyes, oh my goodness, it was all over the place. And I didn't set it because I thought it would be closer to the Chanel than the Victoria Beckham. Nope. I had big black dark circles by the time I got home. It had transferred all over the place. So would I buy this again? Yes. But now I know what I wouldn't do and how I would use it. So that said, I'm going to show you guys how I would use it today. placed on the lash line, it glides on beautifully. Love it. I would not put it under here unless you set it with a face powder or you set it with an eyeshadow. Let's go ahead and look at the lashes, how we're doing so far. We're headed towards the end of the video here. And as you can see, they're not drooping, but the mascara is not holding them up as much as I'd like initially. As you see, they kind of laid down a bit. So, comes down to preference. All right, let's do a kiss test for these lips. Now you see the gloss on there because it's sitting on the surface of the lips, but zero color. Mwah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like this lipstick. All right, lipstick off because we're down to the last 3 products, which is the Dior Lip Maximizing Gloss. These are so good. They've been reformulated, and Dior has been doing that with most of their products. They're becoming more the natural, clean side of makeup. And so the glosses have 90% natural origin ingredients and hyaluronic acid with a few oils in there for hydration. So let's go ahead and try on 3 lip glosses. Just so you know, I picked these 3 specifically for my kit. So they are for a light skin, medium skin, and deep skin tones. And that's the order that I'm going to go in, from light to deep. Now, I want to quickly mention that all 3 of these glosses can be used on any skin tone, but I find those that have light skin with pink undertones look good with the pink that is in this gloss. This one I would say is good for everybody because it's more opaque and it's a perfect rose color, and rose looks good on pretty much everybody. Rose and peach are universally flattering. Now, similar to the fair skin with pink undertones, those that have a warmer skin or deeper skin tone and have those golden undertones look beautiful in this color. Just want to be able to point you guys in a direction that would best work with your skin tone if you're looking to enhance your coloring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I always love playing with makeup with you all. I want to take a moment to thank you all who have been on this voyage with me. I see you. I appreciate you. For those that are new, welcome. And if you guys like what you see here on the channel, whether that's educational or entertainment, well, please support the channel by going ahead, subscribe, leave a comment, and use the affiliate links down below. When you shop with my affiliate links, I get a small commission and it helps me to continue to do this channel. If you don't want to buy anything, you can support the channel by donating. Where you see the heart on the top bar, you can donate any amount you'd like. And if you guys have not had enough, you could head to my TikTok or my Instagram, where I show you guys many tutorials. And lastly, if you guys want to book a one-on-one artistry education lesson, you can head to cherivoyage.com. As always, continue to take care of you, continue to take care of each other, continue to be kind to one another, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now, everybody.